Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun. And today we are gonna dive back in to trials training. Yes, it's been a minute, it's been a long time, and I apologize. I don't make um okay. I don't make promises very often, and I'm not gonna make one here. But I'm gonna do my very best to make sure I put out the videos more consistently than I ever have before. Now, this weekend of trials was rough. The last weekend of trials was rough. I never have played a weekend of trials where, and I could have just played bad. It could have just been tough games. It doesn't matter. I've never played trials where I've had two back-to-back weekends be like really, really hard. Now, contributing factors: player base, sandbox meta, and it's gonna differ for each one. Player base, sandbox meta, individual skill, enemy skill levels, right? That's all gonna tie in. Um, Subclass meta, weapon meta, all that in the sandbox meta, right? Map design, all that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to dive in. One of the things I wanted to cover, and I thought of this a while ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it. We're going to open up how to open up with supers and rounds, guys. When you're playing with me, there's a lot of times where I'm going to say, hey guys, we should, you should know what round you're going to get your super and how to open with it. So we're going to start with the hunter. I'm going to try to cover the hunter, and we're going to cover Exodus Blue. Now, it's a little bit late. It's for me to do a video. If this video goes well, I can do these on Friday nights after I've played and then release them for Saturday, for the current trials map. But for this video, we're going to come out with the Hunter. We will cover the Titan and the Warlock before this Friday is up. So expect 3 videos back to back to back. And then every other day, I will have a YouTube video up as much as quickly as possible, unless I can't do it on the weekends for trials training. But I will have something to discuss, some maybe Friday thoughts and tips. But anyway, here we go. So Hunter, how to open up with your Hunter super. Now we're gonna go with, we'll say the Hunter doesn't really have a lot of one and done supers. I would say most of their one and done supers are, it's gonna be top tree tether, right? Everything else is roaming. Golden Gun is, besides Blade Barrage, is roaming. So there's Blade Barrage as one and done. We're going to go all Arc Staves are roaming supers. And we're going to say this is a one and done super, but it does roam by itself. But it is a one and done super. So we're going to cover all of the roaming super first. Now, here's all the options. If you're starting from this spawn and you get your super, and we'll even put heavy into the mix, but if you get this spawn, options to use your super. Now keep in mind, this is going to be based on this is going to be case by case on how to do this, right? You're going to have to be aware, someone on your team has to be aware of enemy patterns and what they're going to do. If there's all snipers and we have any one of our teammates have supers, count on the snipers to be probably in the back of their spawn to the map. This is also going to cover the line of scrimmage. I've covered the line of scrimmage in other videos in the past. I will I'll try to put a link in the description below on the line of scrimmage, but we're going to cover it here again. The line of scrimmage, real quick, is how far can you go before you meet the enemy, right? How far can you travel before you, sorry, not meet the enemy, before you can engage with the enemy, before the enemy can shoot you, right? And we're going to cover that real quick. So these are going to be a little bit lengthy. Please bear with me. So let's go ahead with the line of scrimmage from the spawn. I'm going to choose every single lane I could possibly go down to, and I will tell you exactly at the moment an enemy could probably kill you, right? So we're going to start with the first lane here. All right, line of scrimmage. For this lane specifically, I used to say it's divided in the map. It's the halfway point where enemies would meet and engage. Line of scrimmage, as soon as you can see down this pipe, there could be a dude on that box waiting for you. Boom. This is line of scrimmage right here. From that spawn, you leave on time. Not 2 seconds after you can move. Not 1 second after you can move. Immediately, guys. Immediately. It's very important. Positioning and map control is very important. So you come out the spawn as soon as you can. There's nothing dire in your life that's going on. Family, something at home, something off the game, right? Obviously deal with that. But if it's just you, your hands on the controller, and your friends, in the party chat or whoever you're playing with, and the enemy team in the game, if there's nothing else going on, and you're really trying to get that win, or you're trying to make a successful play with your super to increase those odds, leave the spawn on time. It's like drag racing. As soon as that stuff turns green, gas is gone. Its gas is down. They're out, right? So we're gonna come out. line of scrimmage. The first possible location you could be seen is going to be right here. Boom. All right. Now, if I'm running a roaming super, depending on what it is, let's say a long range roaming super, so golden gun, quiver, golden gun, quiver, and we'll even throw the stasis one is 2-in-1. It is a one and done super and a roaming super because it roams by itself. So the stasis super, right? You come in here. We're not even talking about there. If they're here, chances are you don't even want to throw it out there. You don't want to look out there. You don't want to throw it out there. Just keep on going. Keep on going about your day. Slide, shade step. Don't get sniped, right? By the time you get here, too, as you're dodging this lane, they could be there. You need to be ready. Squalls. You line it up. Boom. You hurl it down there. Keep in mind though, the longer the throw is, the more time people have to react. Now the nerf for stasis should have taken effect as of the recording of this video, so Titans aren't going to immediately be able to turn and slide away, right? But you could still get sniped as that thing is traveling. So again, use cover and be aware of what your teammates are doing or what the enemy is doing. Be aware of the weapons they're using and the patterns. If the enemy keeps coming in here and you got 3 supers, I would take 1 super in here, a one and done super, and the roaming super down this lane and try not to get sniped. And we'll cover this lane in a moment. But you're going to come down here and you're going to throw it. You're going to get as close as possible, right? So use cover. If they're not here, keep on going. Next line of scrimmage, boom, here. This is it. If they're in their spawn, you could be shot from there. You could be shot from there. Warlock could be floating there, standing on the box there. I've seen people on the pipe snipe from there. You could get shot. Yep, just like this. Just like this. I've done it in D2. So, boom, that's line of scrimmage. That's probably how you're going to want to push. You're going to want to push from cover to cover. Very smart. Again, if I'm talking too fast, sorry, guys. This is going to be a lengthy video. I'm trying not to keep it longer than 20 minutes. I'm hoping for the 15-minute mark. I think that's a sweet spot. Here we go. If it's a and that's one and done super. If it's a roaming super and I got my super right here, this is how I'm going to play it. I'm not going to shoot it out that tunnel, but if they're in here, I'm coming through and I'm just popping, right? And I'm hoping to hit stuff. If someone's trapped in this room, throw it in there, let the tether activate first, come around, right? You're going to want to keep moving, but by the time you hit here, if they meet you here, you're going to have to be ready. And if your reaction time isn't on point, that's why when you guys are running through the map, try to look at your radar, but don't just glance at it. Just glance at it. You got to constantly glance at it. And again, predict. Have the enemy come over here. They know you have supers. It says it at the top of the game. All right, at the top of the screen, it's going to say who has a super and what subclass it is. Or it's going to say what subclass it is. They're not going to know the names unless they know exactly who you are, right? So you're going to be ready for that. Roaming supers can go in there. The closer you are, the better it is. But at the same time, you can't get frozen by grenades and stuff like that. You got to be ready for stasis grenades. Even after the nerf, you got to be ready for stasis to shut you down, to slow you, to debilitate you. Before stasis, people shut down supers without stasis. They'll shut down supers with stasis. Be ready for the shutdown, right? Be confident in the play and try it against teams. You never know what team's going to slip up and give you the success that you're looking for. Don't be discouraged. If you fail, just run it down. Hey, guys, we're going to play these cards, or we're just going for bodies. All right, I'm going to practice my supers. If you get them, practice them. Pick a lane. Tell your friends what lane you're going down, and have them play off you. Tell them either follow behind me if it's a close match. Hey, I think we should follow behind and get the pick and play the pick if we're going to come across another super sooner. Or, hey, guys, I'm going to go this way, and if it's a really good roaming super, I'm going to push them the opposite direction. You guys need to be ready to wait for them or collapse on them, and it's very, very hard to tell which you need to do. That'll be on a different video. All right. Line of scrimmage for this lane, pretty much right here. Boom. Like by the time, because I can jump up here and some people will already be in that lane to snipe me. So right about here, it's contesting time. You want to hug this wall, get right about here, and it's time to pop a roaming super. It's pop. You pop from this corner, right? You're in cover. I think you can be shot through there. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, I see bullets on that box, so just be careful. 1 on a million, you get shot from there. You pop and you come out. If you're an arc staff, you block. If you're anything else, use your movement. If you're, stasis titan, in the air first, and then R1 out and around corners. Do not come head level on the ground. Don't count on the slide to save you. If you're a hunter, you got to be careful. Sometimes you're going to be caught on the ground and there's not much you can do, but you definitely, against snipers, you want to be very careful. And with stasis and cold snaps still being effective, you're Feet on the ground means you're probably frozen. And they do not travel, well, they travel up walls, but they do not activate on walls anymore. So if you're in the air and you're a dom blade, and if they throw it up at you on a wall, it's going to hit the ground, and then it's going to activate, and then it may travel up the wall. That's to be tested. You guys will know probably before me. I don't plan on playing Destiny today, just this video. But yeah, that's the line of scrimmage. If they're not here, at this point, you should be checking your radar right here. I didn't get shot from there. What's my radar say? Oh, they're by trains. And if you see nothing on the radar and no one on your team calls them out, that's the spawn. At this point in time, you need to know that they're at the spawn. You might be able to get a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer, pop here, and then go for it. And their sniper's going to be waiting. You know, keep using cover, get close, get close, get close. And you know, keep pushing on them, right? So you're going to want to open the lanes. Again, moving out of the spawn on time is very important. These are very laney. This is a very laney map, too. So any lane you come down, you got to be ready for it. There was plenty of times this weekend, if you watched, plenty of times where I got shut down with my super because the same things I told people, don't pop in the open. I would pop in the open here and there out of the confidence, right? Once you get that confidence, do what you want. And I still failed, but my failure is far lower than my successes. My successes far outweigh my failures in I popped in the open because of a very confident play. A risky play nonetheless. No riskier than a play you guys would have made for not knowing, right? Whether it was a bad play or not, you know, it's the risk is still the same for everyone. You could be the greatest player. All right, coming into the mid lane. Line of scrimmage. Right here. A sniper could shoot you right here. So you might want to take that extra time to go around this truck. Come on through. Boom, boom, boom. You're in the room, right? Hunters obviously get the shade step. And you get down, they're going to be here. This is probably one of the most dangerous lanes because you're funneled in. So you could pop from, you know, you got the radar. You don't have to rely on your teammates' call outs. You could pop your super here and just decide which way you want to go. Oh, they're back left. I'm coming out here. Boom. Oh, they're rotating the trains. All right, guys, I'm going to push them. I'm going to push behind them and push them to you. And if they hold their ground, call it out. They're holding their ground. If they're running, say, hey, they're running, right? Because if you tell your teammates they're running, your teammates, instead of your teammates walking over here, right, and be like, all right, I'm going to catch this dude with a shotgun, and it's a Titan that comes through, and he slide uppercuts, right, and it's still going to freeze people because they didn't remove stasis, they just tweaked it, then he's going to die while he's running. But if you set him at the back, right, and you have both your teammates watching and their team shooting, and they're also watching their radar, so you got to call out, all right, you know, they're watching this lane. Hey, guys, they're coming A flag. Oh, that means, you know, they need to look over here or move a little bit more back, but they do need to stop because if they just run away, you'll never catch them and they'll never kill anything. And that at that point in time, if you haven't pushed them off overtime or something like that, it's a wasted super, right? All right. So when you're pushing to the third lane, and we're going to cover all classes. Now, I don't have this covers all classes. Now, I don't have exact footage for all of this. I wish I did. It would be a lot of work. And when I say a lot of work, like I don't want to do it in mock battles, and I'm not always on every class. So I will get examples and do better in the future. Just please bear with me with this video as I get back on track with my videos. I apologize, and thank you for your patience and your understanding. 13-minute mark going on 14. Only on one side of the spawn. Here we go. Line of scrimmage for this lane. Right here. They can see you from the train. They can see you there. They could shoot you through there. I have no idea about there. I don't think they can get their gun down there or their head level there. But yes, from there to there to there. And an unfortunate warlock could be floating there and just snipe you in the head. But that's the line of scrimmage is here for this. Why? Because this is at the point where the enemies can see you. So if that's the lane you're coming down, I mean, you can still come down like this, right? Get ready, boom. And now you decide top or bottom. The radar is going to tell you if it is a bright red, they're on the same elevation as you. Now it can trick you. They could be standing, you could be here and they could be up here, and the game could still read it as you're at the same elevation, or they could be on those stairs, you're at the same elevation, right? Depending on how far down the stairs they are and how much of the radar. If the line is going to be hard to tell, but when a piece of the radar is filled in, you'll see bright red or dark red. Dark red means usually they're at a different elevation, either right above you or right below you, varying on height, on how far below the ground, and not many maps can do that. Anomaly in this map. And above you, how far they can go, depending on, are they standing on truck? Are they floating in the air? Are they warlocks? Are they in that stupid cheating spot because they're losers and they really want the win? Don't blame them. They just suck for it. But that's that's the engagement. And what do you want to do? Roaming supers. You're gonna want to pop. This is you pop here, and you make sure you're healthy. Get your health. Warlocks pop and drop a rift if you're not being rushed. Everyone else just kind of wait it out a second and then move. And try to, I would probably go down and around or go down and through. If you don't have a lot of movement, you're going to have a tougher time. Arc staves are going to have the toughest time, I would say. Sometimes they can block, but it's going to drain a lot of energy. The closer you can get with an arc staff before you have to pop, the more success it's going to have. So keep practicing as you push. How close can I get to the enemy? It's like playing chicken on the road, right? You're driving at the other car. How close can you get before you want to move and you don't want to move? Obviously, I think the original goal was don't move at all, which would account for a lot of deaths. But in Destiny, you can kind of get away with that. How close can you get before you die against certain teams? And take a note, take average. All right, most teams I can get to the train, pop, and get out there before I die. Anyone else, if I try to get any farther, I die. Like, take note of that. All right, line of scrimmage for the far right. If they're waiting for you, to be honest, and so on heavy round, this is one of the places they'll be waiting for you. Boom. That the engagement, like line of scrimmage starts. Technically, it starts. Where's propane tank? I've shot people through this thing. Yeah, somewhere like right here, right? If you're standing in the wrong spot and you're getting shot from there, but for this lane, it's there. If it's heavy round, expect them to be waiting. This is, you kind of take cover here. Make sure all your body's in this cover, right? 3 Pekin is going away from Crucible soon, so I doubt I'll be able to show this in the future without sword ammo. So all of this is going to go. You make sure your body's in 100% cover, pop, wait a second, and then make a move, right? And if they're all looking at you because you're in third person in your super, you get to call that out. If they're looking at you and your teammates are flanking, you tell them, they're looking at me, they're focused at me, you guys can make a move. And you got to be ready to make the move with them, because as soon as remember, if the enemy turns and shoots and you're a close range, you're an arc staff, you're a spectral blaze, which you can pop and then start moving around and be a little less visible, so on and so forth, striker titans and such. You guys need to be ready to get in the mix quick, and again, you're going to want to pop as close as possible to maximize your efficiency. That's what made Stasis Titans so powerful. They could traverse a lot of the map with their super. Not many things could run from it, right? But yeah, and the closer you can get, you check here. Hunters can check. Oh, shade step if someone's there. Everyone else, Titans can come up here and slide and kind of predict it. Are they here or are they not? Listen for the radar callouts. Hey, they went all the way inside left. All right, so now you're coming. You're going to trust that call out. You're going to come on through. You're going to come on through. You're going to come on through all the way. Pop. If you catch them on radar here, they're over there. Get a little bit closer, maybe right here. If the radar's, if they call out that they're inside, get a little bit closer. Pop maybe right about here, and then, start funneling them through or cutting them off, one or the other. If they're back in the spawn, if you can get away with it, you want to get towards these stairs. If you can get any further into their spawn, that's great. If not, you could pop at these stairs. You can come up over here, get a little bit closer, pop, right? Come out behind this, pop. The goal is to pop before you take damage, but get as close as possible, right? So those are the line of scrimmages, guys. If you need to go back, pause, or you need to, slow down the video a little bit by just a portion, do that. That's for roaming supers, one and done supers. Again, the longer you have to throw your super, the farther, the worse it's going to be. Golden guns, you're going to want to catch people in the open. You're going to have to be highly aggressive. You're going to have to know exactly when to, you're going to have to be highly aggressive, and you're going to have to catch them in the open. If you don't make the play, they're probably not going to give you the play. All right. And this, again, this covers Warlocks, Titans. I will have examples in future videos. 100% yes. So please, hit the subscribe. Make sure you pay attention, and I'll usually link them in my stream, or just, hey, Ken, you released a video recently? And I every other day, someone keep me on my toes. Can you release a video today? And I'll tell you yes. Just keep me on my toes. I'm going to get it out there. All right, here we go. Other side of the map. It's kind of the same thing where they could see you. That's where anyone could have seen you from here. You can see them from there, right? I don't think anyone's going to go with the super way out here unless there's, heavy round. But I would say there's no super that's... If I pop Golden Gun and come out here, nobody's looking at me, right? But at least if you value your heavy more than Golden Gun, you could Pop golden gun to come from here. Now damage fall off. There could be a really great sniper out there. You could be careful with that, or you could just come up here, pop goldie, and then hey guys, get heavy while I cover you. Boom. Don't miss your shot. Shoot them. Right. Someone else gets heavy, and now even though your golden gun lasts 10 seconds, you've made an excellent play with it. Even if you didn't get a kill, it's an excellent play. Why? Because now you got heavy, and hopefully it's going to be more valuable than your super just was. But at the same time, a super is more valuable than heavy. And if you're not able to make good plays with golden gun, keep practicing. But chances are you're going to have to try something else to go flawless, right? So I wouldn't recommend running down that pipe with any super, even on heavy round, at all. So if you're going to go down, let's say A stairs, right, from the spawn, you're going to come up here. Someone might see you from there, but it's highly unlikely. If they shoot you, just be ready for it next time. It's really gonna suck. Best thing you can do is just slide right here, right? If someone's in front of you, you're gonna have to shade step or something like that. Get to here. They're on the radar at A, right? You know, make sure it's safe to push down. Get up to here. Pop and go. Pop and go. Just start going. Same thing with the mid left lane. If you were to go underneath. This one, you know, you have a lot more leeway to get through. You can get all the way over here. You can get about right here before someone's gonna meet you coming down the ramp. If they're heading to this exact spot on the same round you are with your super, you're gonna catch them on radar, and you're probably gonna run into them right about here. Because on heavy round, if I ever came down and came to here, I got right about here. And depending on the class and what abilities you use, you know, Titan slides, melees, all that good stuff, blinking, Icarus dash. People were here. When I walked here, they walked here. This was them. So it was like looking in a mirror. Be ready for that. So you come up here, you can get as close to here before something kills you. Cold snap might catch you, right? You might try to double jump, and boom, now I just got caught on the wall and hit the ground early, and I hit it forward. So be careful, you know, how you jump to save yourself from cold snaps and anything of the such. And then you would pop and go. Roaming supers, one and done supers. And I'll touch up a little bit more on one and done supers in a moment, depending on the build. And I'll go back to one of my classic builds. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here. Last couple of ways. The B lane is super tough. I wouldn't recommend it. Sometimes you can come up in here, boom, you get in here. I'm probably seeing. By the time I hit the ground, someone could be there shooting at me. So I get up over here. And obviously you're going to get stuck here like I just did. So that would suck, and then you die because you're panicking. You would get up here. You would probably pop as soon as you can, because if you're weak, they're going to come finish you off. They're going to throw a grenade. They're going to do something. You're going to need to, if it's match point, you need to pop, and it's unfortunate you put yourself in that position. If it's not match point, maybe take the loss and try again next round. That way you don't pop and just die and lose your super, because that would suck as more. If they're holding back, you can come up to here maybe, right? Keep checking the radar, keep listening to the call outs. You might get a little bit closer up to right here. By this time, they're probably back at A, probably back at the little catwalk. You would pop from here. Again, you're constantly reading the radar. You're constantly listening to call outs from your teammates. You're adapting to your play. You're adapting to the enemy movement as quick as possible and predicting where they're going to go. Shotgunners are probably going to play inside with shotguns. They may stand outside in team shot as well. It's possible with, you know, primaries and shotguns and grenades and freezing and all that good nonsense, right? All right, snipe lanes. Snipe lanes from this side is going to be really difficult because it's a snipe lane. So you can come down here. You can come right up here. If you cut up this way, Pipe's going to see you. You're dead. Be careful. If they got a sniper on their team, right, or a really good team shot, they could all three go inside. Oh, super's coming. Well, let's go inside and team shoot it, right? And you're coming up this lane. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3 people look at you. 1, 2, 3 bullets. Remember, 123 tap. So maybe you want to come up here. You want to slide past the snipe lane. I think I slid late. Get up here. Get to the pipe. Are they in the pipe? Yes. Pop and go. Are they not in the pipe? No. Are they on the radar? Yes. Then they may be back at these stairs. Pull up into the pipe a little bit. Take your time, too, because they could be coming up a little bit late, and you could cut up in this pipe, and it's Fusion City. A Fusion just walks out in front of you, and that's a wrap. So if they're on the radar on the stairs, you're taking a risk, right? But you might get rewarded. If they hold on the stairs, you can get to here, pop, and go. Also, you're looking for, you know, anything that's going to freeze you and all that good stuff. If they're walking through, you're taking the risk. Chaperone's going to peek around the corner, dome you in the head. Fusion, anything like that's going to end your career for that super, and you're going to retire. You could pop here and probably push down this lane depending on your utility. Again, Stasis Titans until I see it. I could say they could push down this lane relatively with ease. Smashes. Sentinels are really great. They can push whatever lane they want as long as they can block and keep super going. Sentinels are really good for pushing lanes. They just block before they peek, and then get going. And you can jetpack while you're blocking. That's really valuable, really powerful. All you got to do is usually kill one with one of the gauntlets. You can increase the duration of the super. Deterioration, I believe it is, right? This is making it go down slower by getting shield throw kills, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I ran my Titan. And the last lane, last but not least, we're going to come over here. You got to dodge snipe lane, so slide, shade step, whatever you got to do, Icarus dash. And you can get to right about here, and you're going to have radar. If I run in this room and the enemy team's not stopping and they're coming, they'll be right about here to here by the time I get in this room. So you got to be ready. You can hug this. You can come up to this door. Oh, the radar turned a little bit more red. Pop the super. All right, start running at them. Boom. Titan smash. Boom. Glacial melee. Boom. Nova bomb. Boom. Fire knives. Boom. All the good stuff. Any super. Right? You could come all the way in here if you want, right? You just, are they on the radar? If they are, get to this corner. Are they running away? Yes or no? No. Pop and go. They're holding the ground. Yes, they're running. Maybe try to get a little bit closer. So use cover, right? You're gonna try to get to this and hope no one's in that back corner. If they are, don't stop moving. Don't crouch walk to there. You better get back up and sprint, right? Get close. Again, the game is to get as close as you can before you have to pop without dying or taking too much damage. That way, when you pop, you can just get out there and rock them, right? All right, that's going to be it for this video. Again, I'll have examples. Those will have to come after Friday, so that way I can keep up with the maps. I'll try to have examples of supers from Friday from whatever class I'm playing, and then we will cover the line of scrimmage and all that good stuff. Real quick, Dawn Blades, Chaos Reaches, anything that you're going to be in the air for a long duration of time that you're going to want to use. You have options to float. So Dawn Blades, you want to be up in the sky. Any lane you want to push that snipe lane. You come from this box. You could maybe get away with going to this box, right? Just a nice hop. But if someone's sniping back there, all the way back there at the building or on the train, you could be dead and putting yourself at risk. So you can come here, pop, up in the sky, dash, dash, dash. Just keep dashing until you find something. And tell your teammates, hey, I'm going to go down the right side. So your teammates can be ready to go left. Right? They could be looking out for mid. And your two teammates, they have to commit to a kill. Just because the Dawnblade doesn't get the kill, as long as someone else gets that kill, it's a successful super. The supers that are successful are the ones that cause rounds to be won. All right? Remember that. If you push them off overtime and capture the zone, you won the round. I don't care if you killed 0 people and died at the end. As long as that flag said captured, you win. That's all that matters. Right? So keep that in mind. Chaos Reaches, you're going to want some distance. Nova Bombs. With Dire Skull of Amakara, you used to be able to, and I don't know if you still can, you could get real close to an enemy and then pop your super, get a major defensive buff, and survive throwing it, but usually you died yourself. You used to be able to pop your super and regenerate your health. If that's, I don't think we have that ability in D2 for the Void Walker Nova Bomb right now, either Nova Bombs. Oh, yeah. That means the Nova Warp can roam as well, guys. So keep that in mind. And that covers the line of the scrimmage. Again, it's, we're going to see this map in what? Control. Where else are we going to see it? We're going to see it in survival and elimination. We will see this map again in trials. And I will try to have examples going forward. Thank you guys so much for watching. Super appreciate it. A little bit lackluster on the video. I apologize. But again, I just wanted to get this out. Again, I'm going to get my foot on, so to speak, on the road, and I'm going to keep going forward with these videos and really coming out with them. If I feel I need to come out, when I have examples, I'll try to have examples of multiple supers. I'll try to play all 3 of my classes at least once each weekend, even if it's a couple of cards or at least one card, and get some super and be like, hey, this is me, guys. I'm going to call it out. Here's the example. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how I pop it. And these are, the patterns I noticed for the enemy. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to help a great deal. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it if you subscribe, thumb up, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know to step up my game. Let me know. let me know that you guys are here. You'll be waiting for the next video, and I'll see you in 2 days on YouTube. If not, I'll see you later on Twitch. Peace.